Hello, and welcome back to the Dokkan battle video. So we got Cell Perfect Form here, revealed as the next Dokkan Fest. Now, this did get leaked. I didn't talk about it, just because, me personally, I would like for I Seriously to not have a platform. But moving past that, let's just go ahead and take a look at what Cell Perfect Form can do. I have all his information pulled up right here. So go and take a look at this. So he has his leader skill: tournament participants are worldwide chaos category. Key +3, HP 200%, attacking defense 170, plus an additional HP attacking defense 50% for characters who also belong to the androids or accelerated battle category. Here's what that looks like. It's pretty awful. Not gonna lie to you. It's like genuinely terrible. Yeah, Tech Cell, Physical Kid Buu, I guess. You got what else is even in here? Potentially AGL Cell if he EZA's here. You're not running Tech UI. Demon King Piccolo is only good for demonic power, so it doesn't really help Cell at all. These guys aren't very good. It's just not a good category, like, at all. You got 2 Kid Buus, and then hopefully Cell gets some EZAs, but besides that, it's pretty awful, to say the least. His links: Gentleman, Messenger from the Future, Kamehameha, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Ultimate Lifeform, and Fierce Battle. Not awful, right? They got rid of like Attack of the Clones, which is good, so I'm happy with that. All right, activates the entrance animation when there is a tournament participant category enemy or another tournament participant category ally attacking, or at the start of the character's attacking turn. Okay. So in this instance, like, if we're looking at this category, right, it would have to be a cell, like a separate cell. Specifically Perfect Cell, because First Form Cell doesn't have tournament participants, right? So it would have to be like some kind of Perfect Cell, not Second Form Cell, not First Form Cell, Perfect Cell, or else you're not getting that. So if you have like Tech Cell annotation with him, I guess it'll be fine. That'll activate. He gets a high chance to crit. Oh, those are permanent. And he launches an additional super attack. Okay. And then he creates the Cell Games Arena domain for 5 turns. Okay. Very similar to Slug, right? Where his intro created the domain. Basic effects: Key +2, attacking him is 200%, 20% damage reduction. Launches an additional attack. There's a great chance of becoming a super attack. So already he's quad super attacking, potentially, which is, pretty good. When there's a tournament participant category enemy, attacking him is 50%. You're going to very rarely have that. I mean, we have the 2 Universe Survival Saga stages, right, of the red zones. So I guess you could technically activate it in there, but that's not going to be a very common thing. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack 150%. Okay. For every attack performed, a defense plus 30% up to 150%, so you need 5 of those, and he can super attack 4 times so far. Okay. When the character is KO'd, revives to full HP. Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, just permanent revive. Okay. No condition on that at all. After the character or an ally's revival skill is activated, damage reduction rate 30% temporarily when receiving a super attack. Ooh, okay. And then after the character's revival skill is activated, this first one, this is if any revival skill is activated, and the second one is if his specifically is activated. If you get his, he gets another 15% and guard. Interesting. So what? During super attacks, if you revive, if it's your cell that revives, he would have 65% damage reduction and guard against every super attack in the game. I mean, that's kind of good, no? I mean, yeah, especially post super attack, there's no way that guy's taking damage. His active skill can be activated when HP is 70% or less, or starting from the 4th turn of the character's entry turn. That's not that bad. Oh, permanent 2 key and oh my god. That compounded with the guard, if you get his revive active, that's good. I wish his category didn't suck. Super attack effect, pretty basic, just 50% attacking defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy. Okay. But I mean, if you get 4 of those off, that's like pretty good amount of defense. Then you're going to have all the defense that you got from building up, the massive amount of damage reduction against super attacks, potentially. I think he might be a little squishy his first turn, but then he could just revive. You know what I mean? So And like, it's not like getting his revive off early would be a problem, because if it's his revive, then now he's going to be guarding. He's going to have all this extra damage reduction, right? That's not bad at all. And even if it's not your cell that revives, the other cell is still going to have this 30% damage reduction when receiving a super attack, giving him 50% damage reduction against supers. Like, that'll help a lot. His domain, tournament participant category enemies and allies attacking him, it's 15%. Androids or androids as Cell Saga category enemies and allies also get an additional attack needs 15%. So yeah, he's going to be really crazy when that's up. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I don't know how to feel about him. So I'm thinking about him next to Texel, right? Neither of them are really like slot 1 units. Why is this not showing the super easy A? Okay. Can I see the super easy A, please? Thank you. Right. Like, you can kind of get away with Texel, right? Slot 1. If you get like a lot of orbs, just because he has, you know, damage reduction right here, you have more damage reduction right here for every rainbow keys here, right? You might be able to get it off, especially with all these links active. Let's see, because you're not gonna have revival or attack of the clones, right? So you're gonna have big bad bosses, which is a massive. Messenger in the future is just attack link. Ultimate life form is 10% attack and defense, right? Do we wish he had attack of the clones for the 5% dodge chance? Probably not. But having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links is still pretty good. It's a lot of attack, though. Texel is going to do really good on this team. For sure. The problem is, right, who are we going to have on the other rotation? That's the thing I'm worried about. Because I think we were going to have AGL Cell Easy A. He's on tournament participants, right? Yeah, he is. How do you make this guy a slot 1 unit potentially for the new cell? Because I don't think he's really a slot 1 character unless he's like reviving, right? Unless it's yours that revived, I doubt he'd be a really good slot 1 unit. Because even, especially before he revives, he'll just die, right? If he gets super attacked right away from one of the big boss super attacks. But fully built up with the domain active and then with like big bad bosses up, dude, that could be good. Like, because this perfect form cell, right? You're not getting this guy until like turn 5, right? He doesn't really have things for that. Sure, they can make his dodge a lot better. They could give him a lot more stats. They can give him something else, right? If this guy's like an 80% dodge unit, sure, we could like toss him slot 1, right? Hope and pray, because at least his stats would be really strong. He has attack of the clones too. Oh, but he has attack called shocking speed. So you'd have Gentleman, Messenger from the future, Big Bad Bosses, Ultimate Life Form, Fierce Battle. I mean, Gentleman is 2 key, 10% defense, right? And oh no, he does have shocking speed. So the only difference is that this cell has attack of the clones, and then this one has Kamehameha. So they're gonna have 6 out of 7. I mean, they're gonna be a good team. Like, let's look at my defenses in here, right? 10% defense there, 25% defense there, another 10% defense here, another 5%. Like, it's a lot of defense. You make this guy like a crazy slot 1 unit or like a ridiculous support unit, and we're good, right? Also, if you give this like these earlier forms of cell stacking, right? Defense stacking, right? Or like just double stacking. Make these like double 50% stacks or something, and we'll be like cooking, right? So I think it's possible because like these guys do have a bunch of additionals, right? Yeah, he has a medium chance of launching an additional super attack. Medium chance. Give them like 2 super attacks and give them like 50% attack and defensive stacking. And then when this guy comes out, have him at like a lot of dodge and like guard or something. And you will be in business. Make this like 50% attack and defense for 1 turn on every single super attack he does. Give him a lot more stats, give him more dodge, give him like more supers. Allow him to be a competent slot 1 unit for the new cell. And I think we'll be completely fine. It's just that, like, how do you build this team? This team is bad, man. Like, let's theorize, right, what we're doing here. So you'd have the new cell, Tech Cell, presumably EZA AGL Cell, Kid Buu, more than likely. I guess Goku and Frieza, because at the bare minimum, Frieza is going to be giving the where is it at? This, right? This massive support for the first 2 turns, and he benefits from the domain. But then who's your like last choice, right? They're gonna have to give us like sub EZA STR Cell. I mean, they could theoretically also give us a super EZA in this guy, right? But the problem is, if this guy super EZAs, who, I mean, he has a stacker, by the way. If he super EZAs, what do we do with Tech Cell then? Or are they both going to be floaters? Like, you see the issue here? It's like, we would have to have one. I mean, theoretically, if one of them was a slot 1 unit, then we wouldn't have to worry about this, right? And then we could just have the other one floating around. Preferably, I think the one that we would want floating around is this guy, right? Because this guy is actually a support unit. So, yeah. I think that's what you're going to have to do if you want to run this team. It's just not good. We would need more help. Granted, we don't know what the rest of the teams... Actually, there is an 18. Hold on, let me look at this 18 real quick. I completely forgot this character exists. But let's take a look at this 18. Apparently, people are saying she's trash. Leader skill, who cares? Android Assault, Battlefield Diva, Brainiacs, Twin Terrors, Shocking Speed, Infinite Energy, Fierce Battle. Attack needs 180%. Launches an additional attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack. Randomly changes keys for a certain type to Rainbow. All allies keep +2 attacking defense 30%. Determined business category, allies attacking defense and chance to crit 18%. 180% attacking defense when attacking. 12 more key. When 3 or more tournament participant category allies are on the team, high chance of performing a critical hit, launches an additional super attack, or launches an additional attack with a high chance of being a super attack. As a second or third attacker on the turn, 70% chance to dodge. I mean, she's runnable. The only problem is, right, she doesn't have any of the big bad bosses, or big bad boss links, and this is like a big bad boss in her team. Like, sure, she would get the 200%, the 250, or 220 or whatever, but sheesh. 50% attack team is a great chance to stun. I mean, she's definitely usable. Like, if you get her and you run her, you're not going to be, like, cooked. But, I mean, hey, floating support unit with 70% dodge, I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it, right? So, let's say you throw her in there, right? New cell, tech cell, STR Kid Buu, hopefully EZA AGL cell, Goku Frieza, and then the new 18, right? That would be your 6. Yeah, it's a little rough. It's definitely a little rough, but I'm sure you could like make it work. Actually, these guys are actually kind of good because they have a lot of dodge, right? And you're gonna finally be able to get this up, where they're gonna be Rainbow Aura Changers. Like, you could use them. You're gonna have to run a full artificial life form team, but you can use them. The 70% dodge with support is good, and is gonna link better because they have stuff like Attack of the Clones, Night. Well, they're only gonna have Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, Attack of the Clones potentially, but they would definitely work. Int 16 is legitimately like a solid unit too. Guard. You're not gonna have this, like obviously, but you're gonna have all this damage reduction. Like, he could be useful, potentially. Kind of forgot that those units even easy aid. You're definitely not running this guy. Is this guy useful on here? I think maybe. Probably not, though, but, like, maybe. He's gonna be, like, decent. If you have nothing else, you could toss him on there. You could tech androids cheese, I guess. No. Yeah, this is a very goofy category. I don't know really how to feel about it. I don't like it too much, but Cell looks like he's going to be decently fun. Do let me know if you guys are going to summon for him. I think he's probably going to be good, like at least good enough. We'll see once he's in game how he actually like performs, but I think he'll be kind of good. I don't think he's better than Kid Goku though, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.